makeup, so don't mind what I look like right now. But today I'm going to be getting ready. It is my birthday. My 18th birthday, which, like, I honestly feel like a 16-year-old. It's a very weird feeling turning 18 when you feel 16. Like, it's not really adding up or making sense to me, but that's okay. And I've been wanting to film 18 things I've learned in 18 years, but I'm not going to sit down and do it. I'm just going to talk to you while I get ready. Okay, the first one is never take anything for granted. I know it's like the most basic one, but truly, I feel like after the pandemic, I got a whole new meaning of what this meant, and it's literally like cherish every single moment, whether that is walking to a grocery store, because there was a day where you could not walk into a grocery store. Like, just all the minor things that you think should be a given, like, oh, you shouldn't crash when you're just driving to work. Like, you never know what's going to happen, so do not take it for granted. Friendships, friends that have moved away, like Karen's leaving, and I'm just like trying to make sure that I cherish every single moment with her as much as I can, because I know when she leaves I'm going to be heartbroken and I don't want to look back and be like, I took it for granted. The next thing is you can go on dates with your best friend. I've never had a boyfriend, never been on a date with a boy, and you know what, I don't need one, because I go on cute dates with Cameron. We do pottery, we like paint and watch the sunset, we have like coffee dates and just talk. And I just didn't realize that this was like a thing, really. I never did this in my past friendships. But it's like, you do not need to go on a date with a man if you have a best friend. All the things that you dream of doing with a boy, just go do it with your best friend, because it's like still so fulfilling. And like the memories we have and the photos are just absolutely stunning. And I know that like she's gonna be here for life and a boyfriend might not. So third thing, friendships should bring out the best in you. This is something, even like relationships, I've never been in a relationship, but I firmly believe like relationships in general should bring out the best in you, and if they're not a healthy relationship, and you don't have to waste your time and spend your time and effort in that. I've had friendships that have quite literally brought out the worst in me, and now having friendships that bring out the best in me, like I genuinely want to be the person I am around my friends 24/7 because I love who I am around them. It's just so healthy, and yeah, this is something that I will always tell people. If you don't feel like you're your best version of yourself around your friends, respectfully get new friends. Okay, number 4, again, this is very, very basic, but you only live once. And then I have in parentheses, say yes. Again, you can take you only live once super lightly, but once you actually start thinking about it, like, oh shoot, you're right. With these people, like under these circumstances on Earth, you only live once. And I just think that you need to say yes more. If you're like, what's the freaking point? Yeah, I get it, only live once. Say yes more. If you have the opportunity to go do something with your best friend, or the opportunity to get a few extra hours of sleep, and you pick sleep, you're going to regret that in the future. You're going to look back when you're 70 years old and be like, I should have said yes more. I should have went on that date. I should have went on that trip. That's anyways how I feel. So I just rarely say no to like fun opportunities. Like, oh, I need to do homework, that can wait. And the opportunities, they may not come back, but the time to do your homework will. Number 5, obviously because I'm a Christian, be careful what you pray for. This is a big thing. Like, we had a friend whose husband had like a heart issue, and so she prayed that he would have a perfect heart, and he ended up passing away. But he has a perfect heart there in heaven. He would have never had a perfect heart on this earth. Since my mom told me that, I've always been careful what I pray for. Books are actually good when you enjoy them. I really liked reading when I was younger, like Geronimo Stilton, Judy Moody, all those. And then I just lost my love for it because I had to read these painful books for school. And I basically got into it last year and realized that, no, I like reading. Reading is good. Reading is enjoyable when you like the book. Number 7, this is a big one. You should learn to enjoy your own company. Obviously, I'm no professional. You don't have to take anything I say in this video seriously if you don't want to. But I firmly believe that people in your life will leave, and there will be a time where you will be alone. Sure, you may always have friends, but you will be living alone. You won't have someone 24/7 with you, like You go through phases of your life when you're more lonely than others, and there's nothing wrong with being alone. But I think it's very important to learn to enjoy your own company and learn to have fun with no one else. If I go and I bake some cookies all by myself and I listen to the Jonas Brothers, that is prime. Those are the best times of my life. Not that I've ever done that, but like, go watch a Hallmark Christmas movie by yourself. Go to the freaking like grocery store. Just like learn to enjoy your own company, because you're not gonna have someone there 24/7. Maybe you will, and that's great. But I just firmly believe that you should learn to like enjoy yourself and not only around other people, because then when you have a moment where everybody leaves, it's like, what are you gonna do? Hate your life? You do you, but this is just things I've learned in my advice. Number 8, Shawn Mendes is the most beautiful man on this earth. No more needs to be said.
I'm just gonna let something brand new happen to me, and it's alright, alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Bright lights never been silly.
Number 9, money cannot buy you happiness, but it can buy you concert tickets, and those go hand in hand. You know, I don't care if money can't buy you happiness, it can buy you a freaking concert ticket. So what are you doing? Like, if you have money, go book that freaking concert, and you will feel the most happiness you've ever felt for 2 hours of your life. And then it may deflate, it may be depressed again, but hey, it was worth it, right? Okay, number 10, if you aren't willing to wake up at 7 a.m. for someone, they are the wrong someone. AKA, you don't need a social battery for the right people. Obviously, take this with a grain of salt. I guess some people are very different than others. But for me, I am an introvert. I do consider myself to need a social battery. I do consider myself to like need to recharge at the end of like a hangout, because it's just exhausting. And like as an introvert, I need my own time. However, the friends that I have now, I could be around all day, every day, and never need to recharge, never need a break from them. I mean, I don't know about never, I've obviously never done that, but I feel like I could hang out with them for a very long time before I ever needed a break. And so that just proves to me that, like, introvert or not, if they are the right people, you can be around them forever. Could be wrong, totally could be wrong. You can be an introvert, absolutely adore your friends, but still need to recharge, and I get that. But in my experience, whenever I felt that I needed to recharge or I was exhausted, I'm not friends with those people who made me feel like that anymore, because I found people who genuinely recharge me. I don't need to go and recharge because they're constantly charging me, if that makes any sense. And the 7 a.m. thing, if you're not willing to wake up at 7 a.m. for them, they're the wrong people, bye-bye. I am such a night owl. I hate waking up early, it's the worst thing ever. But I will literally wake up at like 4 in the morning for my friends. Okay, next one. 2000s movies and music is superior. Period. Nobody can convince me otherwise. I will stand by this for the rest of my life. Okay, number 12. Love yourself, because when everybody else leaves, that's all you're gonna have. And this one is very much harder done than said. Easier said than done. I get that, but honestly, guys, I think it's what everybody says. You can't love somebody if you don't love yourself. And I've obviously been in a relationship. I've never been in a relationship, so I can't testify to that firsthand. But I do know that people are going to leave in your life, and if that happens, if you unfortunately lose everybody, what do you have? Yourself. It goes kind of hand in hand with enjoying your own company. It's a lot. Like, I can't tell you exactly how to. I'm not gonna sit here and like give you some therapy lesson on how to love yourself, because I adore myself. I love myself, and that's not cocky or arrogant or anything that people might say. Like, you should love yourself. You should 100% love yourself. I'm not saying you should put yourself before everybody else in the world ever and never give a care about anyone. No. For how to do that, could not tell you, but if you can figure it out, if you can like get help, like go to therapy, I don't know, ask people, I'd recommend it. You always want what you don't have. Oh my gosh, this is so cliche, but I use this for everything. My hair. I dislike my hair. I dislike the like brownie but like not super brown, kind of could be blondie color, and like the crimped waves back here and the unevenness and like the texture. I hate that it's so thick, but I just tell myself you always want what you don't have, Lexi. If you had thin, blonde, pin straight hair, you would probably want this, and that's how I stay happy. I just reverse the situation, and I'm like, you know what, you literally always want what you don't have. So if you have feelings of wanting something else, put that in your brain and it will be a confidence booster. You're like, actually, the people over there with thin blonde hair probably look at mine and think, I wish I had her thick, luscious hair. Next one, actions speak louder than words. Oh my goodness, this is a massive one. I'm such an actions person. My love language is acts of service. Just because I don't feel loved any other way than you like showing it. Like you doing something for me is far superior than you like complimenting me, you like holding my hand, hugging me. It's just, cause it's not easy. Like actions are not easy. Whereas I feel like giving a compliment or giving a hug, it's like, I want people to work. I want people to do the most work for me, and that's how I know they love me, is I bet. Actions speak louder than words, and you can tell me all day long that you're sorry, you can tell me all day long you'll do better, you can tell me all day long you didn't mean to do this, but until you start showing that you've changed and you've grown and you don't make those same mistakes, I do not believe a word coming out of your mouth. Words mean very little to me at this point. Like, apologies, stuff like that, mean very little, because you can say sorry 300 times and never learn and never grow and never actually feel sorry. And I believe I'm the same way. I believe that when I apologize, I mean it as in I'm going to show you that I'm sorry by not doing that again. We're not perfect, nobody's perfect. I definitely have apologized and made the same mistake again, but I feel like if you have the mindset of like, I need to show that sorry did not really mean much. I need to now show that I am, then it'll be a lot better. People will like you more. You'll find great people, get in great relationships. I mean, I can't speak for like a boyfriend wise, but I have like great friends, and I feel like if you're just apologizing constantly and never changing, people are going to be like, I'm out of here. Okay, it's never too late to start journaling. I started journaling when I was 15, but I do it online. Like I've never been a physical journal girl. I just my hand starts cramping up, and I just like, I'll lose that journal, or I'll just literally forget for like 5 years. It's just not my favorite thing. And so I basically just started doing it online. I have this app called thereee, and I've been doing it every day for 2.5 years now, and it's amazing because I just get to look back on every day since September of 2020 and like see what I was up to and see what I was doing, see what's changed. And I started that at 15 years old, so you might be like 30, but it's never too late. Even if you're freaking 90, like I don't care if you're gonna die in a year, you'll have 1 year of journaling that your kids, grandkids can like look back on. And like, ever since I got this online journal, it's been a life changer because I tried the whole physical thing and I couldn't stay up with it, and my hands literally cramp when I try to write more than a sentence. So definitely recommend to just get something like on your phone. It's never too late. After you watch this, please go journal. Number 17.
Okay, I'm editing this. And I'm realizing I totally forgot number 16, but it was like, you can be in the moment and still film. People who tell you like, why are you filming? Be in the moment. Frick off, respectfully. I can be in the moment and still film and have these memories on my phone. Thanks so much, goodbye.
You can get therapy without going to therapy. I always joke that like the Shawn Mendes live in concert documentary is my free therapy.
Actually, it costs me $10 a month because that's the only reason I'm paying for Netflix, but still $10 is a hell of a lot cheaper than going to a therapist. You know what I'm saying?
And like it's not a joke. Like it is literally therapy for me. If I had like the most stressful day at work, or if I'm just like have feelings about anything, stress, anxiety, like sadness, guilt, like I go and watch that and I feel better. And I'm reminded that as long as I have this, my life can never be bad. And I now feel that with the Jonas Brothers documentary and the Jonas show and like all of my concert videos I have to look back on, like, oh, I'm sad about something, well, I touched Nicholas Jonas, enough said. There's other things. Talking with your friends are like therapy sessions for me, and as much as I do very much believe in therapy, like obviously if you can't get it, then go watch the Shawn Mendes documentary on Netflix and then beat me later. The final one, in the famous words of Nick Jonas, you don't know what you got until it's gone. And this goes in hand with don't take anything for granted, but I truly believe that like you don't know everything you have or how lucky you are until it gets taken away. I just highly encourage you to like take a minute to appreciate all the people in your life, all the things in your life. Cherry! Okay, this is the finished look. That's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my rambling. Not a professional therapist or anything, so you don't have to say anything I took, but that's what I learned in 18 years. I love you, and I will see you in my next video.